Welcome back to our channel. Today, we bring you some truly astonishing news that has captured the nation's attention. The British monarchy has long been a symbol of grandeur, tradition, and enduring public image. Its members are often praised for their composure and resilience in the face of immense pressures. Yet the arrival of Catherine's secret fourth child has offered a far more intimate glimpse into this iconic family, a glimpse that reveals a very human, even vulnerable side. Until recently, this event was kept entirely under wraps, prompting many to question the very nature of royal life. It's a development that has captivated not just the UK but audiences around the world. Traditionally, the birth of a royal child is met with lavish public celebrations and official announcements. This time, however, things were different. Catherine chose to keep her pregnancy and childbirth completely private, a decision that marks a significant shift in the way the royal family navigates public life. It signaled her desire for privacy and a need to shield her growing family from the relentless media glare that has defined so much of her existence. As early reports of this secret birth began to circulate, they stirred widespread fascination. Eventually, it led to a revelation that profoundly changed how many view the royal family. After the birth, Catherine is said to have made a deeply emotional private confession to Prince William: "I can't do this job alone." These few words, spoken in a moment of exhaustion and honesty, revealed the immense strain of balancing royal duties with motherhood. This was more than just a private comment, it became the heart of this story, igniting conversations about the roles modern royals, especially women, are expected to perform, and the impossible standards of strength they are so often held to. As this story evolved, it became clear that it wasn't only about welcoming a new royal baby. It also opened a window into a family caught between centuries-old traditions and the realities of modern life. The implications stretched far beyond palace walls, challenging us all to reconsider the monarchy's place in contemporary society and whether it can truly adapt to the changing needs of its people. What made this even more extraordinary was the unprecedented level of privacy around the birth. Unlike her previous pregnancies, each marked by formal announcements from Kensington Palace, widespread media coverage, and carefully orchestrated photo opportunities, Catherine's fourth pregnancy was kept entirely hidden. There was no official statement, no public appearances that hinted at her condition, and no staged moments for photographers. Instead, the palace maintained a striking silence, leaving royal watchers and the press guessing. This level of secrecy was unheard of for a senior royal whose earlier pregnancies had been celebrated across the nation. Sources close to the family say Catherine and Prince William chose this approach to protect their growing family. In recent years, they've faced immense public scrutiny, especially surrounding Catherine's health challenges and continued tensions within the royal household. By keeping this pregnancy private, they carved out a rare space to welcome their child away from the spotlight and the endless speculation that so often accompanies royal life. When the time came, Catherine gave birth in a secluded area of the hospital, far removed from the usual press zones. Unlike the births of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, there were no traditional photographs outside the Lindo wing, no press lines, no crowd celebrations. Only a handful of medical staff and Prince William himself were reportedly present. Even after leaving the hospital, the couple did not release the customary portraits that have long accompanied royal births. Beyond these walls, they continued to maintain secrecy. The baby's name, gender, and exact date of birth remain undisclosed. This absence of formal announcements marks a profound break from royal tradition, one that underscores how seriously Catherine and William are prioritizing their family's well-being over public expectations. Perhaps the most touching and revealing moment came shortly after the birth. In private, Catherine reportedly leaned toward Prince William and whispered, "I can't do this alone." Spoken with raw honesty, her words exposed a side of the princess that the public rarely sees. For more than a decade, Catherine has embodied grace under pressure. This confession shattered that polished exterior, offering a glimpse of the immense personal challenges she faces. When news of this intimate moment eventually emerged in mid-2025, it sent ripples of empathy and sparked a flurry of questions. Many interpreted her words as a plea for help, a sign that the relentless pressures of royal life were taking a toll on her health and emotional well-being. Others saw it as a broader commentary on the realities of modern motherhood, an experience that resonates with parents everywhere who struggle to balance overwhelming duties with personal needs. This rare moment of vulnerability broke through the usual image of royal perfection. Within the palace, Catherine's words reportedly triggered serious discussions about how best to support her. Some advisors advocated rethinking the expectations placed on senior royals, suggesting that more flexibility could be introduced into their schedules. Prince William, long known for championing mental health awareness, was said to be particularly moved by his wife's admission. It strengthened his commitment to fostering a monarchy that is not only more open but more compassionate. Outside the palace, the reaction was overwhelmingly supportive. Social media platforms lit up with messages of empathy and solidarity. Hashtags like #StandWithKate trended, reflecting how deeply people connected with her humanity. For many, the monarchy suddenly seemed less like an untouchable institution and more like an ordinary family navigating extraordinarily public lives. This collective response signaled a growing desire for authenticity from royals and a recognition that even those born into privilege face struggles that deserve understanding. Catherine's words have started an important conversation about how the royal family might evolve. Within palace circles, discussions have reportedly begun about redistributing duties more evenly, creating an environment that prioritizes mental health and family life. There's talk of involving younger royals like Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie more actively, sharing responsibilities in a way that could lessen the intense burden on the Waleses. This shift goes beyond just royal protocols. It reflects a broader cultural change, one that values vulnerability, emotional well-being, and the ability to admit when something is too much. Catherine's quiet confession might well become a catalyst for transforming how the monarchy functions in the modern world. Her approach to parenting also highlights this evolution. Unlike previous royal generations who often relied heavily on nannies and formal structures, Catherine is known for her hands-on, emotionally attuned style. She's been deeply involved in her children's daily lives, championing their individuality and striving to give them as normal a childhood as possible. Her well-documented passion for early childhood development has shaped not just her public work but her private family philosophy. Keeping her fourth child's early life entirely private is a continuation of this commitment. There are signs Catherine and William may be planning an even less traditional upbringing for their youngest child, one that places mental health, privacy, and personal choice ahead of royal protocol. This isn't just about parenting preferences, it also sends a powerful message about what kind of future monarchy they envision. It hints at a royal family that allows its youngest members to forge their own paths, free from rigid expectations. All of this unfolds against the backdrop of a monarchy at a critical juncture. Catherine's confession has forced a reckoning with the long-standing tensions between tradition and the demands of contemporary life. Historically, royals have been expected to embody stoicism and unwavering duty, often at the expense of personal well-being. Catherine's honest words have made clear that such expectations are not only outdated but potentially harmful. This revelation has already sparked internal discussions about modifying royal duties to better accommodate family needs and personal health. Prince William, drawing on his mental health advocacy, is reportedly championing a model that allows for more flexibility and shared responsibility. Meanwhile, the public's overwhelmingly compassionate reaction underscores a desire for a monarchy that feels relatable and humane. Looking ahead, Catherine's vulnerable admission could help redefine what it means to serve as a modern royal. It suggests a future where emotional honesty is seen not as a weakness but a strength, one that fosters deeper connections with the people they serve. As Catherine and William continue to prioritize their family, they set an example for future generations of royals who may seek even greater freedom in choosing their own paths. This moment marks the beginning of a new chapter for the monarchy, one that could see it become more adaptable, transparent, and aligned with the values of a society that increasingly prizes authenticity over stoic facades. In doing so, Catherine's simple, heartfelt confession may ultimately prove to be a turning point, both for the royal family and for how we understand leadership in the modern age. Thank you for watching. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this remarkable story, so please share your reflections in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, give it a like, subscribe to our channel for more royal updates, and consider sharing it with others who follow the ever-evolving journey of the monarchy. We look forward to bringing you our next report very soon. Until then, take care and goodbye.